we know that conjunction means joining together. So a conjunction is a joining word that is used for joining together words, phrases or clauses. Let us read this sentence. The room was warm and cozy. So and is the conjunction that is used here to join the two ideas. What are the two ideas? Warm, cozy. Warm is describing the room. Cozy is also describing the room. So both warm, cozy are two adjectives which are describing the room. So this is the same as saying the room was warm, the room was cozy. So the room was warm, the room was cozy. Warm is describing the room, cozy is describing the room. So we have joined the two sentences to write the room was warm and cozy. So here what are we seeing? The room was warm is an independent clause. The room was cozy is also an independent clause. The room was warm is making complete sense and can stand on its own. So it is an independent clause. The room was cozy is also making complete sense and can stand on its own. So this is also an independent clause. Now both the clauses are equally important to describe the room. The room was warm, the room was cozy. So both these ideas are equally important. So and is joining two sentences or two ideas which are equally important. Conjunctions that can join together words, phrases or clauses of equal importance are called coordinating conjunctions. So what did we see? We saw that and joined two independent clauses which were equally important. So and is a coordinating conjunction. Let us read some more examples of coordinating conjunctions. Let us read this sentence. She hugged her mother tightly, for she was very happy. Here, for is the conjunction used to join the two ideas. She hugged her mother tightly. She was very happy. So there is a reason that is being shown here. So she hugged her mother tightly is an independent clause because it is making complete sense and can stand on its own. She was very happy is another independent clause because it is making complete sense and can stand on its own. So for is joining two independent clauses which are of equal importance. They are contributing equally in the sentence. She could not walk, nor could she ask for help. Nor is the conjunction that is being used here to join two related but negative ideas. She could not walk, nor could she ask for help. So she could not walk is an independent clause. She could not ask for help is another independent clause. Both these clauses are very important in this sentence. The dog has a short neck, but the giraffe has a long neck. What are we seeing here? We are seeing that but is used to connect two clauses. The dog has a short neck. The giraffe has a long neck. Both the clauses give us a contrasting idea. Both the clauses, the dog has a short neck, the giraffe has a long neck, are independent clauses because they can stand on their own and make complete sense. These clauses are equally important in this sentence. So, but is a coordinating conjunction. I can lend you my book, or you may buy one from the shop. What are the two clauses here? I can lend you my book. You may buy one from the shop are the two options. The two options have been given by two independent clauses. Both these clauses are equally important in the sentence. So, or is a coordinating conjunction. He does not cook regularly, yet he prepared a very tasty meal. This sentence is made up of two clauses again. He does not cook regularly. He prepared a very tasty meal. Both these clauses are independent clauses and are equally important in the sentence. They bring out the contrast. So, yet is a coordinating conjunction which is joining the two independent clauses which show contrast. The road was congested, so the traffic was moving very slowly. Here, what are the two clauses? The road was congested is one clause. It is an independent clause. The traffic was moving very slowly is another independent clause. So, both these clauses are independent as well as equally important in this sentence. The word so is joining two equally important independent clauses. So, it is a coordinating conjunction here. You have to remember that whenever we use coordinating conjunctions to join two independent clauses where there is nothing common that we take out, we always put a comma before the coordinating conjunction. So, in this example, the road was congested, so the traffic was moving very slowly. There is nothing common in both the clauses and we have used so to join them. In such a case, we will put a comma before so. So, whenever you use any coordinating conjunction, whether it be and or but or for or, whenever you are joining the two independent clauses, when nothing has been taken common, you have to remember to put a comma. Now, there are so many coordinating conjunctions. How do you remember them? You remember them with the acronym FANBOYS, where F stands for, A stands for and, N stands for nor, B stands for but, O stands for or, Y stands for yet, and S stands for so. For, and, nor, but, or, yet, so are all different types of coordinating conjunctions and we remember them with the acronym FANBOYS. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You can also register for free at deltastep.com or download the DeltaStep app to get all learning resources as per ICSE, CBSE, IB, Cambridge or any other curriculum. Over 5,000 amazing lectures across maths, science, English and social science. Our unique interactive video technology keeps you engaged and our iDictionary feature allows you to quickly revise any concept. Master each topic at your own pace with our adaptive practice technology and 1 million plus questions. Get instant answers and detailed solutions. be exam ready by taking unlimited mock tests, performance analysis with actionable feedback, personal tutors to resolve your slightest of doubts. That's not all. You can also win amazing prizes like PlayStation, iPad, watches, and many more, along with certificates through our Earn As You Learn program. So learning at Delta Step is not just fun and easy, it is also rewarding. So register for free now.